Thank you, Mr. Chairman, our ranking member, Chuck Grassley, and all of our colleagues on this committee. And thanks for giving me a chance to introduce Greg Williams for his confirmation hearing to serve as a judge on the U.S. District Court for the District of Delaware. I also want to acknowledge my Delaware wingman and friend and our colleague, Senator Chris Coons, a member of this committee, who shares my belief and the belief of the American Bar Association that Greg Williams is well qualified and well suited to serve in this important role for Delaware and for our nation. A few years ago, Senator Coons and I had the opportunity to make recommendations to the White House for two vacancies on this very same court. There was a president then of a different political party, and there was a different political party in the majority in the United States Senate at the time. Our process then and now was simple and straightforward and borrowed heavily from a process that we used while I was serving as governor of the state of Delaware. We relied then and relied now on a judicial nominating commission of sorts and charged them with a simple task. Here was the task: find the most qualified individual, regardless of political party, and help us make recommendations to the president. We use that same process this time around. It serves Delaware well, it serves our nation well, and has yielded yet another extraordinary nominee. Mr. Chairman and colleagues, Greg Williams is a partner, the firm of Fox Rothschild. He's a former president of the Delaware State Bar Association and President Biden's nominee to serve as the next judge on the U.S. District Court for Delaware. But Greg is more than a lawyer. He's much more than that. He's a husband, he's a father, he's a son, and he's a brother. In fact, he's the youngest brother in his family of five with, get this, four older sisters. And even though those four sisters couldn't be here with us today, I want them to know that they did a good job of helping to raise him and make sure he got on the right path, even leading him here today. Greg is joined here today by his high school sweetheart and wife of 27 years, Tarina. Tarina, welcome. Big by his niece, I hope I don't screw this up too badly, Jamaica, and by his godmother, Joan Reed, and her two children, George Reed and Scott Reed, who are really more like Greg's second mom and brothers. There are also several of Greg and Tarina's friends present with us today. I want to thank you all for being an important part of Greg's support network. And Tarina, a special thanks to you for your willingness to share your husband with our country so that if confirmed, he might have an opportunity to serve in this important role. A Villanova law grad, Greg has worked at one of the top law firms in the country, Fox Rothschild, for the past 28 years. And through hard work and commitment to excellence, in 2003, Greg became the first African-American attorney to have been hired as an associate and then be later named as a partner at Fox Rothschild. Greg learned those values, hard work and commitment to excellence, in part as a member of the U.S. Army Reserve, where he served from 1986 to 1994. After law school, Greg embarked on a successful legal career that has earned him the respect and admiration of Delaware's highly regarded legal community. Greg has a particular expertise in intellectual property and other business litigation, which makes him particularly well suited for the Delaware District Court. More than his professional qualifications, though, is his personification of the golden rule, which calls on us to treat one another the way we want to be treated. He is the personification of judicial temperament. And like Senator Coons and me and many of our colleagues, Greg is a person of deep faith who understands what the words golden rule actually mean. And if confirmed, I believe that he will use it to guide him on the bench. Let me close by saying this, colleagues. We've all heard saying that's oftentimes used in relations to boxing. The boxing, is talking about an undersized boxer who punches above his or her weight. The Delaware District Court is one of the busiest courts in our country. It handles an array of cases related to intellectual property law, patent law, bankruptcy law, and other specialized business cases that are critical to the functioning of our national economy. Like our state, this court punches above its weight. And our nominee, Greg Williams, is not just the credentials and the temperament, but the strong work ethic that is necessary for this court to continue to function as one of the most important district courts in our country. I consider it a privilege to give him my strongest possible endorsement, and I just want to thank again our chair, our ranking member, and our colleagues for the opportunity to introduce Greg Williams to the member of this committee today. And to Greg, I say I leave you in good hands. And all the other nominees and their families and friends that are here, congratulations and good luck to all of you. God bless. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Senator Carper. With 4 older sisters and a wife, he's used to being overruled. So prepared for the bench. And thank you for that nice introduction. Senator Coons?
Thank you, Chairman Durbin, Ranking Member Grassley, and thank you to my colleague and friend, Senator Carper. I want to welcome and congratulate all of the nominees appearing before us today, and I'm pleased to join Senator Carper in introducing our District Court of Delaware nominee, Greg Williams, someone as a member of the bar I've known for decades. He brings a special suite of skills and background to this particularly important court. As my colleague mentioned, the District of Delaware is a particularly busy and important court. It handles a massive volume of often complex and commercially significant litigation. It is one of the busiest patent courts in America. It is also a court that at times has struggled to reflect the broad diversity of our state. I've known Greg first as a rising star and then as a well-established leader in Delaware's legal community. He began his practice in 1995 with Fox Rothschild, one of the most significant of our firms in our region, and he has taken a whole series of leadership roles in our state bar. He's someone who served as past president of the Delaware State Bar, past chair of the Delaware State Judicial Nominating Committee. He helped create the Barristers Association in Delaware, serves on the board of the Legal Services Corporation, and he took the initiative to create an annual Martin Luther King Day of Service and to recruit hundreds of lawyers and community members from across our state to spend that day engaged in service to those in need in our community. He's active at Seeds of Greatness Bible Church, a church well known to me, and is also someone who, given his litigating experience across a broad range of complex commercial issues and intellectual property issues, I think is particularly well suited for this court at this time. Since 2020, he's been serving as a special master for the District of Delaware in ongoing complex cases, putting his considerable experience to work helping manage discovery, including by conducting hearings and rulings on discovery disputes. As my colleague mentioned, in all of this, he is strongly supported by his wife, Tarina, their children, and extended family. We welcome them today as well. I know Greg to be a skilled advocate, a brilliant lawyer, a dedicated leader in our community, and I think his exceptional qualifications and lived experience make him a strong asset to the court. I support him without reservation and urge my colleagues to move him swiftly to confirmation.
Thanks, Senator Coons and Senator Carper, for kind introductions. We're going